Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Preston Endress. A police officer in York County was killed on Saturday after a shooter opened fire at the UPMC Memorial Hospital. During a press conference on Saturday, York County District Attorney Tim Barker gave details regarding the nature of the incident.
From between 10:35 a.m., approximately that time, and 11:13 a.m., an incident occurred here at UPMC Memorial Hospital that involved an individual by the name of Diogenes Archangel Ortiz. His date of birth 11/4/75. This individual entered the hospital, and he entered carrying with him a bag that did include a handgun and zip ties. That becomes important for what he did later on. He went straight to the ICU, and in the ICU, this individual went and held hostage members of the UPMC staff.
In total, Barker said Diogenes Archangel Ortiz discharged the firearm and struck 3 members of the hospital staff, including a doctor who was grazed, a nurse, and a custodian. Barker said the nurse and custodian are in stable condition at this time. When police arrived at the scene, Barker said they found the suspect holding a member of the UPMC staff at gunpoint with her hands zip-tied. Following failed negotiations, Barker said the police opened fire and shot and killed Archangel Ortiz at the scene. During the course of the armed confrontation, Barker said 3 officers were struck. Barker said 2 of the officers are in stable condition, but the 3rd officer, Andrew Duarte of the West York Borough Police Department, was fatally struck and killed.
I want to greatly thank our partners that I mentioned in law enforcement and with UPMC. They showed great bravery, great heroism. They are the reason why we are safe and why we can function. And as York Countyans, they are the backbone and lifeblood of our county.
Barker said the incident is believed to have been specifically targeted at the hospital's ICU. According to Barker, Archangel Ortiz had contacted the ICU earlier in the week for a medical purpose regarding another individual. Governor Josh Shapiro met with hospital workers, the Duarte family, and the victims on Saturday and said he was praying for the community.
Tonight, we pray for this community, and especially for the Duarte family. A life cut short, but a life of service and meaning and purpose. And I offer my blessings and that of my wife, Lori, our First Lady, our family, and the entire Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. We pray for strength for this community. We pray for healing for this community. And we pray for the family of Officer Duarte.
The investigation into the incident remains ongoing. Stay tuned on WYLN for more updates. A Quakertown man charged with beating his girlfriend to death in a Hazel Township motel room is seeking a not guilty verdict by reason of insanity. According to officials, Joseph Sarmiento is standing trial for the murder of 38-year-old Helena Johnson at the Red Carpet Inn on June 4, 2021. Prosecutors described the incident as a sustained violent attack that occurred after Sarmiento felt Johnson had disrespected him. Prosecutors also argue that Sarmiento acted intentionally, citing that the suspect placed a deceptive phone call following the attack claiming that he had returned to find Johnson mysteriously dead. In contrast, Sarmiento's defense is arguing that since the suspect is schizophrenic, he is incompetent to stand trial and is unable to participate on his own defense. His defense did not, however, dispute Sarmiento's guilt. The judge has ruled that the case will proceed despite the concerns of the defense. Sarmiento has been charged with a single count of criminal homicide. He remains behind bars at the Luzerne County Correctional Facility without bail. Officials say the trial is expected to conclude by the end of the week. Police are investigating a reported vandalism at the office of PA State Representative Alec Rinkavage. According to officials, the vandalism took place overnight on Wednesday, February 19th. During the incident, Rinkavage says an unidentified male attempted to ignite and throw 2 firebomb-like devices at the outside of the building. A family-owned pharmacy and a family-owned physical therapy office also share the complex. No injuries were reported. Anyone with information regarding the incident can contact the Nanticoke Police Department at 570-735-2200. Coming up on WYLN News, crews respond to a fire in Glen Lyon on Saturday. Plus, Senator Dave Argyle announces an upcoming telephone town hall. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network and Jefferson Health, investing in your well-being and building healthier communities, because more expertise and convenient care means better outcomes and a healthier you. Learn more at lvhn.org/Jefferson.
Hi, my name is Lorelai, and I'm 7 years old, and tomorrow it's going great.
Weather Kids is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Your health deserves a partner.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today. Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years. If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Cheers Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in at 610 North Broad Street in West Hazleton, 570-454-7229. Cheers is proud to be celebrating 70 years in business. Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. For many years, Dr. John Dagenhart has been a beacon of hope and healing in the Hazleton community. As the founder of Dagenhart Chiropractic Health Center, he has dedicated his life to improving the well-being of countless individuals through chiropractic care. In this special episode of Let's Talk Chiropractic, we will revisit the inspiring stories of several of Dr. John's patients whose lives have been transformed under his care.
Welcome back to WYLN News. Emergency crews responded to a fire at a local bar in Glen Lyon on Saturday. According to officials, crews were dispatched to the scene on the unit block of Orchard Street around 4:30 a.m. for reports of a fire at Lyon's Den Bar and Grill. Officials report that the fire was under control within an hour. Following the fire, the bar made a post on Facebook saying the establishment will be closed until further notice. The cause of the fire has not yet been released. No injuries have been reported. Edwardsville Borough Police are searching for a wanted man. John Giddens has been charged after police say he exposed himself in front of a 7-year-old girl at name-brand liquidations in the Edwardsville Gateway Shopping Center. Police say Giddens is known to frequent the Edwardsville and Kingston areas. Giddens is described as a white male with black hair and green eyes. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighs 145 pounds. Giddens has been charged with indecent exposure and disorderly conduct, among other charges in connection with the incident. Anyone with information regarding his whereabouts is asked to call 570-288-6484, extension 105. Senator Dave Argel is hosting a telephone town hall meeting on Tuesday, February 25th. The town hall will begin at 5:30 p.m. In a Facebook post, Argel said no state government-related question will be off-limits during the town hall, but that he is especially looking to hear feedback from the public regarding Governor Josh Shapiro's proposals to legalize marijuana and tax skill games. Argel said he is also looking for feedback regarding his efforts to end wasteful spending at vacant state-owned properties. The telephone town hall will be the first of 8 total town halls in the coming months. To sign up to participate, you can visit senatorargel.com/access-live. Coming up on Whitehaven's News Choice, Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Jim Thorpe Part 1. Plus, we check in with Luzerne County Manager Imelda Crocomo on Crocomo's County Report. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Justin from Grand Central, and our trained sleep professionals are here to help you sleep like never before. With an extensive line of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we are sure to find you the right mattress at the right price. Free delivery and removal, interest-free financing for up to 60 months, and same or next day delivery on select models.
And don't forget, everyday low prices.
Stop in to one of our 2 locations,
Route 93 in Escapec,
or downtown Hazleton,
and see why Northeast and Central Pennsylvania sleeps better with Grand Central.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
Are you sitting at home living in pain? Maybe it's in your hands, maybe your back or your hips. The good news is you don't need to live in pain. Why? Because there is Omega XL, a one-of-a-kind, natural, powerful joint relief supplement created from the green lip mussels of New Zealand. Drug-free, non-habit forming. It's small, easy to swallow, and it's backed by more than 40 years of clinical research. As I was getting older, my joints started to feel that wear and tear. But then I tried Omega XL and it changed my life. If you're experiencing daily aches and pains due to aging and overuse, try Omega XL and see the difference it can make in your life.
Buy 1, get 2 free. 2 bottles of Omega XL plus Vitamin XL D3, a value of more than $85. Call today and you pay only $39.95. Plus, you have nothing to lose because it's backed by our 60-day money-back guarantee. Call now.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m., powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner.
The credit for establishing a community at the confluence of the Lehigh River and Mahoning Creek goes to Josiah White. The eventual head of Lehigh Coal Navigation came to the area in 1817 after successfully burning anthracite coal in his Philadelphia wire mill. When coal had been discovered in nearby Summit Hill in 1791, the Lehigh Coal Mine Company had attempted to bring it down to the Lehigh River in horse-drawn wagons, then float them downstream on arcs. The river, however, had proven too wild for their efforts. White and his partners, Erskine Hazard and George Hotto, believed they had the solution to this problem. After buying up the Lehigh Coal Mine Company's former lands, they built several bear trap locks, comprised of numerous dams and sluices, and of previously untraversable areas to essentially flatten out the Lehigh River. Their plan proved successful, and what became the lower division of the Lehigh Canal would open to traffic on the river in 1829, providing transport all the way down to Easton for canal boats. Before this, in 1818, White and his partners had formally incorporated the buildings they constructed around the town into a community. The name they gave it was Mauch Chunk, derived from the Lenape term Mosh Unk, or Bear Place. This is believed to have referred to nearby Bear Mountain, which some thought resembled a sleeping bear. With the canal open to business, mine owners up in Summit Hill wished to get their coal down to the river for transport to market. An 8-mile gravity railroad was constructed down Mount Pisgah and Mount Jefferson to the new Mauch Chunk in 1828. Initially known as the Mauch Chunk and Summit Hill Railroad, it relied on gravity to get the coal cars down from Summit Hill and used mule power to get them back up after they'd been unloaded. In 1846, the uphill portion was upgraded with a steam-powered funicular system, complete with an anti-rollback device to keep ascending cars from rolling back down the mountain. Now known as the Mauch Chunk, Summit Hill, and Switchback Railroad, it continued hauling coal until 1872, when the opening of the Panther Valley Railroad made it easier to get the area's coal to market. By the point, the Switchback Railroad had become a major tourist attraction, and the line was sold to brothers Theodore and H.L. Mumford, who decided to operate the line as a ride. Guests who stepped on board were treated to a thrilling 80-minute round-trip ride to Summit Hill and back, the downhill run still mostly powered by gravity. The Switchback Railroad is often considered the world's first roller coaster, as many of its features have been incorporated into modern roller coasters. Thomas Edison, Ulysses S. Grant, and Prince Maximilian of the German Principality of Wied-Neuwied were among the railroad's notable passengers over the years. For over 50 years, riders braved the mountain on the Switchback Railroad until the ravages of the Great Depression forced its closure in 1932. Its path is now included in the National Register of Historical Places. As Mauch Chunk expanded with the rise of coal mining, its prominence in the area grew. When Carbon County was formed out of Northampton and Monroe counties in 1842, the village was made the county seat. It would be officially incorporated into a borough in 1850, 1 year after a major fire had destroyed 13 buildings downtown. This blaze had broken out on July 15, 1849, when somebody had foolishly placed hot coals underneath a wooden porch. The fire, aided by a brisk wind, rapidly spread down Broadway Street and all the way to today's treasure shop, bringing some financial loss to just about every business owner in the community. The borough would also be hit by a terrible cholera epidemic in the summer of 1854. Although it was initially thought Mauch Chunk was a high enough altitude to be safe from the disease, the cholera was brought into town by railroad and canal workers and travelers, killing between 10 and 15 people and sickening many more. Mauch Chunk, however, would recover quickly from these tragedies and step into a brighter future throughout the rest of the 19th century.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Hello, I'm Wyln historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Wyln programming is online all the time. Visit our website at wylntv.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Welcome back to Crocomo's County Report. I'm here as always with Luzerne County Manager Romilda Crocomo. Romilda, how are you?
I'm wonderful. It's a beautiful day here in Luzerne County. There's that gold ball of light in the sky that we haven't seen in a while. So it's great.
Yeah, hopefully the warm weather's here to stay.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
So we were talking before we got started, you've got an important council meeting coming tomorrow, right?
Well, they're all important, but for me, I am doing my State of the County. That will be given a report. It's online. It's about 58 pages. So it's an update on what we've done, our accomplishments from last year, and what we want to do going forward, what our challenges are, and what the expectations of county council are.
Did you want to give us a sneak peek at
A
all?
sneak
What you're going to
peek?
be talking about?
Well, I go through every division and every department in the division, and part of this sneak peek is I'm outlining all the infrastructure projects that we're doing, and there are projects throughout the county. We are prioritizing our infrastructure, our road and bridges, and every area of the county. We have a pretty big county. It's about 85% of the state of Rhode Island, so that's pretty big. We're going to be doing road and bridge work. Also updating things like the number of households we assisted through our community development. We have a food pantry at the CYF that has aided over 1,000 families. So when you hear the numbers of all the work that the county, and I really have to say the county employees, right, they're the ones who are doing the work, it really is quite spectacular. And I look at the numbers and I think we are really doing a lot of work, and that's what we're supposed to do, and we're doing it well. I'm going to give a little comparison of some surrounding counties that increased their taxes, and we did not. So things like that, I'll be talking about things like that tomorrow.
So lots of interesting stuff.
Lots of interesting stuff, and there's also going to be media presentations that might be used for our opioid monies. Council's going to review some of those, and they'll be making a decision on whether monies will be sent for a media campaign. Lots going on.
And these meetings are always open to the public,
They're
right?
open to the public. They're at the courthouse. They're at the county courthouse. Begins at 6 o'clock. And they're also available on YouTube, and we have a Zoom link as well.
So lots of good information.
Lots of good information.
So be sure to check it out at the council meeting at 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
That'll do it for another segment of Crocomo's County Report. We'll see you next time.
You're watching WYLN TV 35,